If I was to advise a man today, or even a woman today, not that I'm an expert, I'm not, but I've been there, done that. So if I was to advise anyone about a relationship, is that give each other emotional security. Emotional security, or even just security in the relationship, is the most important thing that you want to do. Nothing speaks to a heart like knowing that you're the one, knowing that no matter what happens, that I'm here. Even if we fight, I'm here. Even if you mess up, I'm here. Even if you're sick, I'm here. How do you do that? You know, what's the love language that your partner understands? Do they understand touch? By touching them, do they understand um, saying I love you? Do they understand being there, protectiveness? Women have different things that really speak to their heart. So you have to know which one your woman likes. Now, the reason why I'm saying emotional security is one of the most important things is that if a woman knows that you could leave her anytime, she will, or even a man, let me tell you, or if they think for some reason that you're lacking something, you know, they will always be insecure. They will always plan to leave. They will always try to get an exit plan, even though there's nothing you've done. You don't know what your partner has been through. You don't know what she's experienced. Infidelity, heartbreak, whether her father was not there, her mother was not there. You don't know really. You may know a little bit, but not details. But you don't know what pain it caused. You don't know what kind of insecurity it brought. I was watching Married at First Sight, one of the seasons, and it's a show whereby you meet somebody and you marry them and you don't know them. And I remember one of the couples had were angry with one another, and one of them told the other one told the other, I'm going to leave. That kind of caused a lot of insecurity in this other partner. So I remember the counselor telling them that do not ever, in a relationship, and I'm telling you this, take this advice, do not ever, no matter what you're going through, no matter what kind of fights you're having, no matter how low you can go, do not tell your partner that you will leave. The moment you say that you will leave, even though later on you don't leave, you have caused and opened a space that causes insecurity in that relationship. I remember I remember when I got married to my husband right now, after, you know, I had been through a lot. I had gone through infidelity. I'd gone through insecurities of not feeling good about myself. And I'd gone through being called, not pretty, not feeling pretty about myself. And I remember the first time we ever had an argument, I was already thinking to leave because I was thinking, God, this is going to be another one. Man. I started feeling. So when we got back to talking, after the argument, I remember telling my husband now that, I was thinking that you're going to leave me. So I was already planning how I'm going to leave. He asked me, how would you think, why would you even think of that? Why would that even come to your mind? So the security that you give your partner, the fact that she knows or he knows that no matter what, you'll never leave them. That is if I'm talking about healthy relationship. I'm not talking about abusive relationship. If your partner knows that no matter what, whether she's ugly, whether you feel that on days that she feels the ugliest, on days that he feels fat or she feels fat, you're there. Emotional security will help you tell your husband or wife you love them. You don't have to say it every day. Even in your busiest schedule, take time to show them that you love them. When you walk by, say I love you. Even if it's one day, once a day, once a month, make sure you let them. In our busy schedules, we tend to forget the simplest things that keep people together. The simplest things is you look beautiful. Somebody who makes you feel beautiful every day, even in your worst. One thing I know about my husband, one thing I know, so excuse me, one thing I know about my husband is he's not the kind to say I love you all the time, but he will use little expressions here and there. Sorry about that. I'm not repeating this video, so I'm going on. He will tell me he loves me, not all the time, but he will show it with actions. Men tend to be more action than than showing than saying it. They are not very good with expressing themselves, so they show it. So if your husband is doing what he needs to do to take care of the bills, that's his way of saying I love you. Many men don't just say I love you, they show it by doing it, you know. So, emotional security is what you need to give your wife. Let her know every time that you're there. Let her know you're never leaving her. Let her know that she's beautiful. Let her know in some way that you're there. You're not, no matter what. Let her know even in the mistakes or even in the troubles, you're there. Because if there's no emotional security, your wife will always plan, or even your husband will always look for an exit plan. An exit plan is something that they plan in their mind. They plan that if he leaves me, I'm gonna go. If I'm not, you, there's no ground set up if there's no emotional security, because it's shaky, because you don't want to make a permanent base in that relationship. A lot of men will keep a woman feel um, make a woman not know what they want or plan for them for years. That's already there. Even if you get married later, she will still be insecure. You keep you date a woman for 5 years, 6 years. You don't tell them whether you want to marry them, your intentions. You're still feeling like she's not the one. When you get married to her, definitely she's gonna feel insecure. So in that kind of situation, you wanna make her realize that I held on for a long time, not because I don't want you, or not because you're not good enough, but it's because I love you, and I was still maybe preparing, financially and everything. But still, emotional security is what is most important. Now, this video is gonna be on YouTube. A lot of my videos are gonna be on YouTube, so follow me on A Deeper Speak Up. That's my YouTube channel that I speak about domestic violence, love, relationships. I have worship songs that I do share on there. I have a playlist that if you want to listen to music, you'll be able to. Thank you. Otherwise, follow me on A Deeper Speak Up. And this jewelry is made by me, Lillian.